Well, hey guys, I'm Nick and welcome back to Sci-Finatics. Well, we finally have an air date for Star Trek Discovery Season 5, the final season of this series, which is Thursday, the 4th of April. This is pretty much what I predicted. In my last video, I predicted this would be our air date because I kind of figured that with the convention that's going on in March, showing the first couple of episodes there, Paramount weren't going to want to sit on the show for too long before having it released on Paramount Plus because of getting spoilers out there and chatter and everything. So I figured if it was going to be April, I predicted that it was going to be the first week of April. So good to see my prediction there be accurate. The other thing that they announced was that we aren't going to be getting just one episode of Star Trek Discovery Season 5 when it premieres, but we're going to be getting 2 episodes. And when they announce this kind of thing, normally it gives me a little bit of nervousness to kind of think, okay, why are they releasing 2 episodes rather than just one? Is the first episode not good enough to hook you into the story? Does it not capture the audience's imagination and passion right from the get-go? Do we need 2 episodes in order to do that? So I'm always a little bit wary when they drop 2 episodes at once. It kind of, to me, almost implies that they don't feel just one episode alone is good enough for the show to stand upon. The other thing that Paramount and CBS has come out with just now is also a new piece of promotional artwork, which is kind of like a Season 5 poster for the show. Okay, so let's have a look at this poster. I think it's a pretty cool looking poster. Obviously Burnham there is front and center in this poster as the captain. Now, what surprises me is the positioning of some of our other characters. Obviously right next to Burnham, we've got Dr. Hugh Culber on one side second, and then obviously Book on the other side of her. I kind of thought, seeing as how Saru is also a captain and, obviously last season he took the role as first officer of the show. Outside of Michael Burnham, he's certainly one of the main characters in the show, but he's kind of been relegated to second last in the lineup here. So this kind of surprised me that Saru would be, it wouldn't be kind of right there next to Burnham up front. He's kind of, as I said, relegated towards the middle to back, really, in this poster. That's interesting placement. The furthest characters we have away from us, obviously, are Adira on the left there and Stamets on the right. In the centre there, we've got, obviously, Tilly on the left and then Saru on the right, which kind of puts Saru and Tilly on kind of even footing, promotionally speaking, on this poster, which does surprise me. I would have thought Saru would be quite a bit higher in stature than Tilly, but they've kind of been placed at equal positioning here on this image. And then obviously Culber and Book there either side of Burnham. I'm actually kind of surprised Book is sort of up front quite so much, considering he was kind of essentially relegated to some sort of community service duties at the end of last season due to his treasonous activities with Ruan Taka. But it seems like he's kind of got off with a bit of a slap on the wrist, which maybe seems a little light on, but we'll see how that goes. Maybe, for all we know, maybe there's a bit of a time jump at the beginning of this season. Maybe this season takes place 2 years on from the last season or whatever, and he's served his time perhaps. So we'll wait and see how that plays out. Now, graphically in this image, we also have a lot of alien kind of glyphs and everything on not only the top and the bottom of frame, where we see a whole lot of characters in some kind of alien language, which is kind of a theme, I'm guessing, with this season in terms of them hunting this ancient artifact. There's obviously going to be a lot of ancient languages to decode and messages and all that sort of thing. So it'll be very interesting to see how this kind of code or these glyphs or whatever kind of play into the artifact that they're hunting for this particular season. Obviously down the bottom there, underneath Discovery, not only do we see these glyphs, but we've also got a very desert-like landscape in the bottom of frame here. So obviously it seems like they're going to be venturing off to a desert-style planet for some of their activities in this season, which kind of tracks with some of the previous promotional material we've seen, like Burnham and co. wearing eye protection and headwear and everything and riding around in speeder bikes in the desert and so forth. So that kind of seems to fit with what we've seen before. And then obviously down the bottom of our poster here, we have our air date, streaming April 4th, which is a Thursday. Always on a Thursday. Star Trek always seems to be on our TVs on a Thursday. So yeah, so that's a very interesting look at the new season of the show coming very soon. I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think. Leave some thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think of this new promotional poster and your thoughts on the air date as well. And we'll get chatting about that. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to do so. Click on that big subscribe button to stay current and up to date with all the latest Star Trek news on YouTube. And be sure to check out my merch in the merch store. Plenty of cool t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, caps, plenty of Star Trek themed stuff, other sci-fi stuff as well. Be sure to check it out and pick yourself up a t-shirt or a hoodie or a cap or a mug or something and help support the channel as well. I'll be back with my next video really soon, and I'll see you then.